Welcome to Immigration Info, your ultimate hub for all things immigration. Looking for visa tips, country guides, and the latest immigration updates? You're in the right place. Subscribe for expert insights and join our global community today. The ongoing border battle along the Rio Grande in Texas has escalated significantly, with Governor Abbott staunchly asserting his state's right to defend its borders. This clash has drawn national attention, with tensions soaring between Texas and the Biden administration over the installation of razor wire barriers. The conflict reached a boiling point as Texas defied an emergency injunction from the Supreme Court and obstructed federal border agents' entry into the state to dismantle the razor wire barriers. In a show of solidarity, 25 other states have pledged their support to Texas, with some deploying their own state and National Guard members to aid in the installation process. Governor Abbott, backed not only by Republicans, but also by presidential hopeful RFK Jr., contends that the Biden administration's failure to enforce immigration laws and its leniency towards illegal migrants necessitates such measures. RFK Jr. emphasized the gravity of the situation, stating that Texas is right in taking action to address the humanitarian crisis and combat drug cartel activities. The Biden administration, however, has pushed back, asserting the supremacy of federal law and accusing Texas of obstructing Border Patrol efforts. DESA has demanded access for Border Patrol agents to fulfill their duties effectively, emphasizing the importance of complying with court orders. Despite criticisms, Governor Abbott remains resolute, supported by a coalition of Republican governors who see the defense of their borders as a common-sense measure. Furthermore, former President Trump's call to deploy state National Guard units underscores the urgency felt by these governors in addressing the influx of illegal immigrants. Governor Abbott's decision to resist federal directives has sparked debate not only on the legality of state intervention, but also on the efficacy of razor wire barriers in border security. Critics argue that such measures hinder migrants' access to due process, while proponents assert that they are necessary for Border Patrol operations. In response to calls for federalizing the Texas National Guard, concerns have been raised about the implications for state autonomy and the role of the military in domestic affairs. Federalization could potentially undermine state authority and politicize border security efforts, further complicating an already contentious issue. As the border battle rages on, questions linger about the Biden administration's strategy for addressing illegal immigration and securing the nation's borders. While efforts are being made to negotiate bipartisan agreements and collaborate with regional partners, the underlying tensions between federal and state authorities remain unresolved. In the midst of this complex and polarizing debate, one thing is clear: the border battle in Texas serves as a stark reminder of the challenges and complexities surrounding immigration policy in the United States. As stakeholders on both sides continue to grapple with competing interests and ideologies, the fate of border security hangs in the balance. The clash between Texas and the federal government underscores broader debates about immigration policy, sovereignty, and the role of states in enforcing federal laws. While the Biden administration emphasizes cooperation and comprehensive immigration reform, states like Texas assert their right to take proactive measures in the absence of federal action. Critics argue that Texas defiance undermines national unity and exacerbates political polarization. They contend that border security is a federal responsibility and that unilateral state actions risk further inflaming tensions and impeding progress on comprehensive immigration reform. However, supporters of Governor Abbott's stance see it as a necessary response to a perceived failure of federal immigration policy. They argue that Texas, along with other border states, bears the brunt of the consequences of lax enforcement and illegal immigration, and must take action to protect its residents and resources. The debate over border security and immigration policy is unlikely to be resolved anytime soon. As political leaders at both the state and federal levels continue to stake out their positions, the plight of migrants, the security of border communities, and the integrity of the nation's borders hang in the balance. Ultimately, the border battle in Texas serves as a microcosm of larger issues facing the nation, from immigration and national security to federalism and governance. How these issues are addressed will not only shape the future of border policy, but also have far-reaching implications for the fabric of American society. As such, finding common ground and constructive solutions is imperative to moving forward in a manner that upholds the values of justice, security, and compassion.